Hey, Scorpio. My fellow Scorpios, me Scorpio rising. I'll try to. We have, let's see here, I'm going to shuffle. But we have, right, the Lovers in reverse. But the start energy is the Knight of Wands, the one who bets on himself, versus, clearly, Queen of Swords in reverse, who is stuck. She's stuck normally knowing herself, and right now she doesn't seem to know herself. She's stuck. Well, see, Two of Swords can be taken to be only trusting herself and, you know, tuning out everybody else. But it's often in other cards, it's a woman blindfolded, holding two swords, back to the water, which means back to her feelings. Like she's blocking her feelings, and she's just trying to think straight without any sensory overload from her environment and other people. I'm as far away from my son doing his live stream as possible. But he does have an excellent bass voice, so sorry if the camera's picking up on that. So let's see. I mean, everything looks. It looks like this person. The question is Scorpio's water energy. So we're not specifically referencing you in the fire energy or the swords, the air energy. So the question is, do you feel like you're this Knight of Wands or the Queen of Swords? And frankly, it could go either way with a reading, because you could be, depending on who you are in the relationship, you could be either one of them. So let's just read for the situation then. She is obviously not agreeing with something, or well, I'm saying she, based on the Queen, but this could be male or female energy. You could be female and feeling like the Knight of Wands, just because there isn't, in this deck, there isn't a female equivalent to the Knight of Wands, right? They kept the traditional gender. And the Queen could be, I guess, traditionally Queen is considered a separate level of energy from a king, but I would count them as equivalent. I don't see why a queen should be any less than a king by not even today's standards, but by reality standards. Not that I'm a monarchist. I am not. But we are talking decks of cards here. So, Three of Cups can be one too many people. It can be one too many people. Doesn't seem to be in this half of the deck. Oh, until it does seem to be in this half of the deck. So there's been trouble. Who wants? Who's having faith? Why is the Three of Cups next to the Knight of Wands? Betting on himself. Why do we have the Three of Cups? And where do I put the Star? If I follow that there's up, I was inclined to put the swords with the swords, but if I put the upside down with the upside down, the reverse with the reverse, she doesn't have wish fulfillment in this relationship, and the Knight of Wands energy is not sure what to do. and at the center, because I have 2 uprights in the center, there's faith. And I've got major arcana. Kind of torn here. Trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out. I'm 2 of swords. Never mind you. We have faith. Betting on himself. There's somebody else. He's in competition with somebody else. I feel like I should probably put the major arcana, I should probably balance them out. And that should definitely, I guess, over there. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio, death. And there's the one for transform. No, I'm not liking it. Okay, that was enough. It's 2 cards flipping. Okay. She says, the Queen says it's over. The Queen says it's over. And that's more major arcana. So some commitment. Hierophant, basically the authority card, the contract card, the, signing on the dotted line. If you're going to commit to something, okay, Scorpio, my camera card filled up, so I had to stop for a minute to transfer a couple of files, create space. So I took time to think while that was happening about whether or not I really felt like this is the right way to arrange these cards, and possibly that there isn't a contract. Because there isn't, it's a possibility. We'll keep taking cards for another minute or 2. Could be that she doesn't want this level of commitment because the desire is, we've got 2 up at the 2, because it's leading back to this 3 of Cups. We've got this knight who looks betting on himself. Everything looks so good. Well, it looks complicated here. Right off the bat, it looks complicated here. But it's followed by the 9 of Cups. He looks happy. And then boom. Boom. Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, Queen of Swords in the upright, you could say that she's willing to talk. She's going to cut through the bullshit, and she's in reverse, and I'm feeling like she's just not even talking. That's what I feel. And then when the Lovers showed up in reverse, the Lovers can also mean knowledge. In the traditional decks, it's the Adam and Eve story. Not that I believe in the Adam and Eve story, even with an exhaustive background in those religions. Maybe that's why. Because I know the true history of how that story came to be. Look into African prophetesses, look into the Sibyls, look into who the real Delphi oracles were. They were African prophetesses. And most of the prophecies in the Bible came from them. Mami Wata, and so in the Adam and Eve version of this card, we could talk about the knowledge of good and evil, and whether or not, I would argue that knowledge is knowledge. So there could be an unethical situation, it could be an ethics thing as much as a passionate lovers thing. This deck treats it as primarily a lovers relationship card. but it does carry other meanings otherwise. And since we have, I feel like, see, the star comes after a tower. It comes after a really big destined upset. The Tower, Major Arcana. And this is the only card that is showing a reason for conflict, is this Three of Cups, which has, you know, three graces, the three ladies dancing in a circle. And it can mean friendship, it can mean good things, but it can also take on the meaning of, it's Cancer energy. But threes is about manifesting, right? And it's more than two. It's more than two. And then Four of Cups is one cup too many. But maybe Three Cups is one cup too many. Three's a lot. Three's a lot. So I think somebody might be keeping the faith. But what do we do about that? Why? And it looks like you should keep the faith, because it's showing up as divinely timed as Knave of Swords. Jeez. Underestimated. Likes to be underestimated. Gathers the information. Gathers the information. Messenger. Messenger brings revelations. Can be spy-like. I'm very fond of this card. Very fond of this card. Wow. Scorpio, you and Libra, but it is your season. It is your season. I don't know. I'm going to shoot for one more card. You know yourself. If you're this knight, or if you're dealing with this knight knows themselves. And they're okay with being underestimated. And they will surprise. They will bet on themselves. They will keep faith in themselves, always. And they will surprise. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Well, I mean, definitely. Four and four. Nine of Wands. Can the Nine of Wands do anything about the Two of Wands in reverse? Nine of Wands. Wounded warrior in his head. The wounded warrior in his head, yes. Knight of Wands is in his head, so he's got to resolve. Got Nine of Wands and Nine of Cups. Almost completion. Almost completion. So, wow. Wow. Do I put the star in the middle? No. No, I don't think I do. Oh, I'm flipping them backwards. And one fell down. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you need to stop wanting too many things. Three of Wands is waiting. Three of Wands is waiting. Waiting for something to happen. Waiting for the person to come. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Now that could mean, 2, 3, 9. It could mean what's it going to take for this night, the night to keep betting on themselves, to keep the faith in themselves? Okay. If this isn't contributing to that, is it this that's not contributing, or is it the Three of Cups that's not contributing? Whatever leads to this, it's careful what you wish for. The Nine of Cups is being careful what you wish for. And it can be a lot of people in your head. For me, it's all about, communing with ghosts. Well, and they're not really ghosts, of course. They're alive. They're souls that are alive in another dimension, or however we want to see it. And but this can be toxic behavior. It's the other card is often a genie standing in front of a table with 9 cups on it, and there's a tablecloth concealing what's under the table. And you might have what you think you want, and then you might find out that it's, not what you want. So if you are stuck waiting, do not wait. Stop waiting. Whoever you are in this situation, both of you, well, I don't have divine timing here that it's not happening. I have that there's possibly not a contract, or a contract's over between you two. Possibly. Lovers might be over. But according to her. According to this, well, according to divine. But I have that, the stars here to say keep the faith. Something needs to be done to be renewed. But I have these uprights. What do we have in upright? All of this. So I'm going to say you need, this Knight of Wands needs to make up their mind about being willing to be underestimated, but believing in themselves. Always. The wounded warrior in his head. 10 of Wands is one wand too many to carry, but it is completion. Wow. Change. Six in reverse takes us back to 5. This takes us back to this. And that's in reverse takes us back to 4. And a 4 is Emperor. Ultimate fire energy. $17, and that's an 8. Infinity. Infinity. Aquarius. Stop waiting. Takes us back to 2 of Wands in reverse. And 2 of Wands is in reverse. Takes us back to the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you gotta go back to the beginning. I think you need to go back to the beginning, Scorpio. Nine of Wands leads to 10 of Wands, which comes back to the one, which is the Ace of Wands. Back to the beginning. Okay, Scorpio. But you are the house of transformation. You are the house of transformation. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is like You probably get the biggest read, but it is your season. It is your season. Bear in mind the sun is still in Libra. Very harsh energy. Very harsh relationship energy. And the camera cut out again, and that's where we're going to leave it. So, yeah, okay. All right, Scorpio. Until next time. We're going to find out next time how this is coming along. Be true to you, Scorpio? And take excellent care of yourself. This looks quite the story. Quite the story. And I look forward to finding out what's coming of it. Okay. I hope this gives you something to work with. Lots of love, Scorpio. Lots of love. And remember, I am Scorpio rising, and I'm sitting here. Well. Yeah, okay. Until next time, let's clear this up. Let's clear this up. Clear it up, Scorpio. Bet on yourself. You bet on yourself.